Dear friends, welcome to Know Thyself YouTube channel. Good morning. Hope you're all staying safe and keeping well. I sincerely thank all of you who have subscribed to this channel and follow the channel. If you find the contents of the videos uploaded in this channel useful, please subscribe to this channel and click the notification or the bell icon so that you can be notified when a video is uploaded. Kindly share the videos with others or on the internet. In the last 3 episodes of Know Your Mind segment, we elaborated on the 3 components of the human psyche: the id, the ego, and the superego. In this episode, we consider how these elements of human personality work together. The id, the ego, and the superego are not 3 separate physical entities with clearly defined boundaries, but they are different aspects of the human psyche that interact with each other to shape your personality and to create the complex human attitudes and behaviors. Each of these elements adds its own unique contribution in the making up of your personality and has a powerful influence on you as an individual. The id is more primal and pressures you to act upon your most basic urges, whereas the ego and the superego work to counter these urges and strive to make you conform to the demands of reality and morality. Hence, though there might be conflicts among these elements, they can function properly and create a healthy personality. You possess a charismatic personality if and when there is a healthy functional balance among the id, the ego, and the superego. If they are not functioning properly, you will have a personality that is unhealthy, imbalanced, and maladjusted. For instance, if the id is the dominant element, you may act on your impulses without considering the rules of the society, which can spin you out of control and get you even into legal troubles. If the superego is in control of the other 2 elements, you can become rigid, moralistic, and judge negatively anyone who does not meet your standards. And if the ego is the dominating element, you can get tied to the rules of the society, become inflexible, unable to deal with change, and fail to have a personal sense of right and wrong. Thus, the right functional balance among the 3 elements produces a healthy personality. As a matter of fact, in settling conflict between the 3 components of the psyche, the ego serves as the mediator and facilitator between the id, the superego, and the reality. Hence, the ego must find ways and means to stabilize itself and to determine how to meet the needs of the id while upholding social reality and the moral standards of the superego. If the ego is steady and stable and able to adequately moderate between the demands of the reality, the id, and the superego, a well-adjusted personality emerges. And if the ego fails to even itself out and is unsuccessful in managing the other 2 elements and the reality, you will have a maladaptive personality. As a mediating and facilitating element, the ego has a tough job to do, and it needs a great deal of ego strength. That is, the ability of the ego to stabilize itself, stand steady and strong while doing the balancing act of reconciling conflicting forces, namely the id, the superego, and the reality. If you have good ego strength, you can manage these pressures effectively. While if you have too much or too little ego strength, you can be either unyielding or disruptive, respectively. In the delicate task of staying strong and steady and managing the id, the superego, and the reality, two things assist the ego. Firstly, the ego develops a set of values and beliefs based on the standards of morality internalized from the superego. These values and beliefs help the ego to control its impulses and make choices in line with your moral code. Secondly, the ego's ability to protect you from anxiety-producing impulses emerging from the id by using defense mechanisms and to repress them into your unconscious mind. Using its moral codes of values and beliefs, the ego accomplishes what is manageable, and using the defense mechanisms, it pushes the unmanageable into the unconscious mind. Hence, it is important for you to build up a healthy ego having good ego strength. A healthy ego stabilizes itself, is steady and satisfied, is able to be in charge of situations, can easily manage the conflicting forces among the id, the superego, and the reality, and keep them intact, and attempts to seek pleasure and avoid pain, but is realistic about how to get them achieved. Here are a few common signs which indicate that your ego is unhealthy and not in control. Firstly, your need to be always right. You constantly argue with others, even if you are wrong, to prove a point. Secondly, your need for constant validation. You unduly focus on your accomplishments and try to outdo others to feel better about yourself. Thirdly, your sense of entitlement. You feel that people owe you something, and you often take things without asking. Fourthly, your lack of empathy. You find it difficult to put yourself in others' shoes, and you do not care about your actions affect others. Finally, your fear of failure. You will take any measure or go to any lengths to avoid a situation wherein you may fail. If you see the above mentioned signs in yourself, it may be time to check your ego. For an inflated ego can lead to all sorts of problems for you and those around you. Hence, developing a healthy ego is essential to living a good life and maintaining good relationship with others. A healthy ego begins developing from childhood, depending on how you interact with your parents and caregivers, how you have learned what is right and wrong, how you have cultivated the qualities of understanding others and empathizing with them, and how you have been in loving relationship with others. Thus, if you have had good relationship with your parents, caregivers, and others, as children, you are more likely to develop a healthy ego. If this has not happened in your childhood, you must help your ego to evolve at the later stages of your life by acquiring values such as genuine and caring interaction with others, knowledge of right and wrong, empathy and understanding, and developing trusting relationship with people around you. A healthy ego is vital for the right type of interaction among the id, the superego, and the reality, so that you can become a person with a vibrant and lively personality. In the next episode, we will talk about some practical application of conception of personality as the id, the ego, and the superego. Thank you for watching this video. Stay blessed until we see you again with another video.